Welcome to the AXPONA Audio Insider Podcast. My name is Lenny Florentine, and I'm here with Jean-Loup from Devialet. What's up, man? How are you?
Fine. Happy? Yes.
And you're coming to us. Where are you coming to us from?
France.
France. Okay. Oh, that's across. What time is it? So it's 11 a.m. here.
Yeah, so it's 5 p.m. here.
So you have some really interesting product, and a lot of people may not be familiar with it. But before we kind of get into that, tell me a little bit about you, how you got into hi-fi, and you might be into design as well, because I feel like a lot of your products are very like designer type, builds to them.
Yes. So first about my story with hi-fi. So I always wanted to build and to design hi-fi products. I really was fond of music when I was already a teenager, and I had some early stage, I would say, hi-fi setup with a NAD 3120 amplifier, some specific French speakers, and turntable, the Rega one. So that was really my first hi-fi system, and I wanted to build some high-end products that I couldn't afford. That's really was the key target for me. So I built all my studies and career about that, and I started at the some of the highest end brand Goldmund in Switzerland, really audiophile one. Very exclusive, very expensive. I spent 2 years there. And then I quickly founded my own company in Switzerland, building some passive speakers. The brand is called Stenheim. It's still running today with someone else. And in this story of having my own company and wanted to make some audio products, I met in 2009 some people from Devialet, the founders, and really we had the same, I would say, target in mind to build innovative audio products. And at that time, Devialet was finishing the first product, Des Premiers, so for Devialet Premier. It was an amplifier, really high-end audio, amplifier, innovative, integrated with a DAC, preamplifier, amplifier, everything inside, and some custom technologies, ADH. Maybe we will come back on this one. So this was really the key starting point of Devialet, of creating a small amplifier, very compact, but with no compromise on the audiophile quality. And the target was to merge together the very audiophile audio quality and the stylish design products. And we were thinking that there should be no compromise. You shouldn't choose as a user between audiophile product and easy to use lifestyle product and very design product. So the Devialet is really built on this vision that design and technology built together are bringing some exceptional experiences.
So the amplifier came before I think people may be more familiar with your speaker,
Yes,
because it showed up at so many shows, but the amplifier actually came first.
yes.
Okay.
The company really started with the amplifier. The development of this technology, ADH, analog digital hybrid, it's not a technology which is often understood with a class A preamplifier and class D power amplifier. This is really class A and class D amplifiers working together. It's very unique. And the goal was to have the best of both worlds. So the low noise, low distortion, very clean sound of analog amplifiers, and powerful, efficient sound of the class D. So everything was built around this technology. It took more than 3 years to get the first prototypes running at full power between 2004 and 2007. That was really the start by the one of the founders, Pierre-Emmanuel Calmel. And then the story became about making a product with this technology. And that's how the De Premier started. It was to package this technology in a very nice product. And that's where the design came into the place. Then Devialet started as a startup in the hi-fi world, very successful with this first amplifier. The business was growing quite fast, but it was still a hi-fi product, very expensive, and it needed some speakers attached to it. And the goal was to really have this all-in-one product, including speakers. And that's why Phantom was made. And that's why also I joined the Devialet team.
Wait, so the Phantom is a passive speaker?
No, it's an active one.
That's an active speaker.
Yes, and the same amplifier technology, ADH, is inside the Phantom. So that's
okay.
That was really the target, to get the same, I would say, high quality sound that you can get with passive speakers and the De Premier amplifier, but into an all-in-one product. That was the target of Phantom.
That's the one. I feel like I've seen the Phantom at a lot of shows, and the speakers kind of, they come out and you get that, cool look from it. But yes, the amplifier being the first thing that you guys made is kind of more new to me. But it's designed very well. I mean, it's like, it looks like it's this thin.
Yes,
and it has like such a nice finish on it. It really kind of shows like how you guys really. It's almost like you put the design and the sound like neck and neck, and yes, which may, it's probably very popular. It looks like you guys are in a lot of different hotels and different, high end boutique places, yes, that you have your product over there. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. And that's really the vision that we have, is that high-end sound, audiophile sound experience should be available everywhere. So it can be in any home, in any location. It doesn't need to be complex, to be crazy expensive, or to be too big with too big products. So the goal is really to bring this specific audio experience in various places, and we are quite successful with that. And we just launched in October last year, so Astra, which is the new generation of amplifier. After the De Premier, we did quite a lot of various range of amplifiers, the Expert line and Expert Pro. But with Astra last year, we launched really a complete new generation. Everything is upgraded. Performance is higher, connectivity is better. So we really have a new product which is in line with the first one, but improved on every aspect. So we keep this very thin design. That's a real target. The packaging size, overall size, is the same, but we have upgraded all the technologies in it.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, it's like this. It's wild.
Yes. This is a quite challenging.
Yeah, how do you even do that? How do you get everything in there? And to have a mix of Class A and Class D, that's actually a really good, way of doing things, because you see less and less Class D nowadays in hi-fi, and the demand's a little bit higher, but everybody also wants Class A.
Yes.
And you either get Class AB, or you get Class D.
Yes.
And then, there's a couple other options out there, but I don't know that very often I've seen AD.
Yes, AD is unique to the Devialet.
What are the benefits? What could somebody like expect from an AD amplifier that they maybe can't get with either or the other options?
The goal, the AD technology, ADH technology, brings really the best of the two worlds. So the noise floor is very low. The THD is very low, up to the maximum power, and the max power is high. It's a very specific amplifier in the way that you can both use high efficiency speakers. Usually high efficiency speakers are used with class A small power amplifiers, and they do not behave very well with high power amplifier, because then you can listen to all the distortion of very powerful amplifiers. And in the opposite, big passive speakers with low efficiency, they need high power, and you can't enjoy the class A low power, very precise sound. So with Astra, with the edge technology, the thing which is really unique is that it can match almost any speaker on the market.
Yeah, tell me how that works. I'm actually reading that right now. The SAM, the Speaker Active Matching Database, with over 1,200 passive speakers. Is that like a calibration tool?
Yes. So this is an additional technology, a very unique technology also. So ADH is more about amplification. SAM is really a DSP, so digital signal processing technology. And the story about that, which is interesting, is that we developed this technology first for Phantom to be able to run this high power and low frequency performance in small package. But during the development for Phantom, we found that it could be used also in the amplifier. So we run that technology into the amplifier first. So yes, we measure the speakers. This SAM database are actually speakers that we have measured. We make some measurements with some laser sensors to measure the displacement of the woofer. And then we can have a model of the speaker behavior in the low frequencies. And in the DSP, we can correct this model. And we can ensure that you can have the best performance in terms of low frequency at any level, while protecting also the speaker when playing very loud. So it's really a handmade measurements. And then we have this specific database. You can select the configuration of your speaker, and then have this unique DSP processing on passive speaker, which is usually not possible. So that's another key technology which is inside Astra. It was also in the De Premier at the very beginning. And that's one very important point about Devialet in the audio industry, is that we have all the knowledge in all fields of audio. So we are not an electronic company, we are not an acoustic company, we are not a speaker company. We are really an integrated audio company. So we do everything ourselves. We design all the electronics, all the software, all the transducers, all the acoustics, the mechanical engineering. So it's really fully integrated, and we use all available technologies and the scientific knowledge to make audio products. So we don't use standard parts or things like that. We really have a complete systemic approach.
From the ground up, just every little thing about it. Now, do you have plans on building speakers again? Since that's something that you've done in the past.
You mean passive ones?
Yes.
Not so much. Not so much. And these are it's open discussions internally, but no real plan on that. The amplifier we are doing today, so Astra, is really for us the amplifier that you can use with any speaker on the market. So that's the power of Astra. So you can be the owner of an exotic speaker that you love for some reasons. Then Astra will get out of it the best performance. So this is really what we want to bring on the market with this amplifier, is to get the best performance from any speaker, because we know that having a speaker is something quite unique. Some people really like this specific sound from this speaker, and Astra is all about bringing no coloration to that. So it's really I mean, it's a kind of a wire with gain. The goal is really to have the sound of the speaker, but to get the most of it. So that's really how we position Astra on the market. So there is no need or no better. Usually in the audiophile world, there is a kind of matching between amplifier speakers. Some match are better than others. This is really not what we are doing with Astra. The goal of Astra is to emphasize the qualities of each speaker, really.
And you're matching 1,200 speakers, so
Yes, and we can do
that's
some
very
custom,
interesting.
for Astra owners or past amplifiers owners. We can have some custom measurements done to match a specific speaker which is not yet in the database.
Oh, that's very interesting. So even if they go above and beyond that, they can hopefully get it matched.
Yes.
So now I heard you may have some new stuff coming out.
Yes, we will announce some new things in the coming months, coming weeks. So Devialet is really in the phase. I mean, it's quite a young company, but not so young because it's more than 10 years now, and we are in the phase to relaunch products and to improve them. We don't have a lineup of product which is huge. We don't have 10, 20 various products, and we will never have that. The goal is to make few products, innovative, quite extreme, made from ground, and we are in the step of relaunching products to improve and to bring new generation of our iconic products.
All right, what are some of these new products that you can share?
Yes, so we are about to launch Phantom Ultimate, the new generation of Phantoms. Two models, a small one, 98 dB, the bigger one, 108 dB. So it's the relaunch of our iconic speakers, major milestone for the company. And it's a launch for us, which is important because it comes 10 years after the first launch on Phantom. And it's a major re-engineering of these products. So typically, we'd say that all technical stuff has been re-engineered from scratch. The overall shape, the overall product concept is still the same, because that's part of the quality of Phantom. Its shape, its product architecture. So this will not change, but each component have been improved. So the woofers, the tweeter, the mid-range, the amplifier, the power supply unit, mechanical engineering, everything has been improved. So it's really about keeping what was iconic during the first design, the shape, product architecture, the way the speakers move. So the 8-inch woofer on the side, the coaxial mid-range tweeter on the front. All the shape remains the same because it's the only way to get the performance of its speaker. But each component is at a higher level now, both for audio quality, but also for design and also for ease of use, simplicity, connectivity. So it's really like we did with Astra versus Expert in 2024. Now we are doing the same with Phantom.
So 10 years of research on the current product that you had brought you to this.
Yes.
And, there's a lot of changes. You said almost everything's upgraded internally wise. So what do you think the biggest, if somebody was asked, what's the top upgrade in it or the difference that I'm going to hear or experience? What is that? What's the difference in experience?
Mid-range and high frequency quality, that's for sure. So this is something which is improved with a major improvement, major step. Even non-audiophile people notice it immediately during the first demo that we have done. So it's really to bring this mid-range and treble quality, which is very important for long-term listening. This has been improved a lot with various solutions. So it's a huge work on the tweeter itself, on the mid-range, and the amplifier and the DSP also. So it's really about redesigning the full signal chain for the mid-range and trebles. But we also have lower THD on the bass.
And is this something like with this speaker? Do you usually buy one? Do you buy pairs? Can you do more than a pair?
So it's possible to use one, but it's best to be used as a pair.
Okay, so you
Um,
can use it as a stereo pair, just like
stereo.
a
I mean,
regular
it
active
is
pair of speakers is how it's
yes,
meant to be used.
it is a stereo system. It's really a stereo system. It can be used with one unit only. In that case, we have a specific algorithms to make the down mix from stereo to mono. Because as you know, just having the sum left plus right to create a mono channel doesn't work well, because as soon as you have some phase, specific phase relationship between left and right channels, then you have some cancellation and the overall sound is not good. So when it's used in mono, we have some improvements to ensure that the mix is good. But the products, I mean, it's better to be used as a pair.
What was the first test track that you used on these when you showed people?
It really depends on the show.
The
The,
first time
the,
you ever played them, what'd you use?
the one we are using quite regularly now is Liberty. Um, yes, to emphasize this vocal and mid-high frequency improvement.
Now you have your products are in a lot of, like you said, hotels and different places like that. What's the place that your product that you're most maybe proud that it's in, or that's the most interesting place that your brand is in?
Um, I mean, luxury hotels for sure. Some of luxury restaurants as well. We don't have one preferred location because we have plenty of very good references, and we have regularly some requests about that. But for us, being in luxury restaurants and hotels is really important because these are places where people enjoy life, and that's where we think sound, high quality sound, must be. So
It's
that
interesting that you guys have that over there because in the US it's not as much of a thing. Like if you go to a luxury restaurant or a luxury hotel, there might be some ambiance music, but I don't think it's ever anything where it's a high end product in, especially the restaurant. I don't think I've ever really seen that unless it's a bar or restaurant specifically meant for hi-fi. You just don't see that over here, but I feel like it's prominent over where you're at.
yes. I mean, we have this presence quite a lot and more, mostly in Europe, in Paris, in France, but it's coming, and that's even for background music, like you said. It's important. The quality of sound is really important because it can be annoying if the sound quality is not good enough.
Now, is there like a feature on your speakers that maybe it's often overlooked that you're like proud of? Like that maybe people don't notice all the time, or maybe it's not used, or it's just overlooked that you're like, this is really cool. It should get a little more attention. And it could be something that you added to the new one.
Yes. So, I mean, the answer to that would be your first question about stereo, because Phantom is too often used in mono because it can work in mono, and we want to allow people to use one products only. But the main thing is really the main experience is about stereo. So that's the main point first, and otherwise on the new products, Phantom Ultimate, the goal is really about um, allowing the user to fine tune his own sound. So we add a lot of personalization, audio modes, equalization. That's really the new thing, which is really important, and we want users to play with that.
Now, the Phantoms, do they have inputs for external components, or are they just streaming? Can you hook a
Sure.
turntable up to them? Anything like that?
They have an optical input, hardware input. So from that, any device, external device, can be connected. as long as it is a digital optical output. So it can be from any analog source, as long as there is an analog to digital conversion. So yes, it's ready for hardware input through optical input.
Because you really want it using the DAC and processing that's inside of it.
Exactly, because processing is mandatory. It's in digital domain, so we need that. It's not a full analog system, and even the amplifier has a digital part.
So what's something that somebody that's never tried your product, what can they expect to experience the first time they try it, whatever it is?
To be, I think the main thing is that in few seconds, maybe in the 10 first seconds, they will understand that there is something specific with these products. Depending on people, they can focus on various different things, but no matter which products, the Devialet products you use, in the first 1 to 10 seconds, you notice that there is something specific and that you want to know more about it. You want to spend time with it. You want to try more tracks. So the products are attractive. That's really the key point.
Are there any new colors on the new ones? Are you sticking to the same color palette or design?
No, there will be some new colors on the new ones. We keep the Opera one and two other new colors. So one more light, one more dark. But we have new colors as well. Yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to let people know about?
No, I would like just people to experience it, because these products are really about using them and experience the sound they can produce. The design is really specific with this French luxury touch, but at the end, you have the full experience on the product when you listen to it. So I will really encourage people to listen to our products. Astra amplifier with any passive speaker on the market. And again, there is no better association. There is no better speaker with Astra. Astra is really taking the best of each passive speaker, or the Phantom product line, which is something very specific.
Curious. I actually want to see that in use.
Yes.
I just got a pair of the new AL6 La Scalas in my store, and I'm like interested to see how, if these are in there, and if not, how it can adjust and add them in so that it brings out and, fine tunes it to the speakers, or any of the speakers, because I'll have 10 different pairs of speakers set up, and it would be interesting to hear how an amplifier can adjust across the range of speakers all at the same time. Have you ever done that? Like, you just line up a bunch of different speakers and just like tune it on the spot to all of them? Yes.
This is some experiment that we've done. You have to do that. Of course. And
yeah.
At AXPONA, we will have 2 rooms in 2026 to have the full demo of our products. So that's a big show for us in the US, and we want really people to experience that.
That'll be great. Then everybody can try it. Well, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. I really appreciate it. I learned a lot about the new products and everything. So it's pretty exciting, and I want to try it out. It's going to be good. And I can't wait to try it at AXPONA. It'll be a great time. It'll be good to see you all the way from France.
Yes.
Which I think is pretty far away from me. I'm not sure, but
yes.
But Jean-Loup, thank you for joining us. It was an amazing time. I hope everybody learned all about them, and I can't wait to see the new stuff. It's going to be great.
Yes. I'm sure you will love it.
Awesome. For the AXPONA Audio Insider Podcast, thank you guys. I will see you guys next time.
Thank you. Bye.